My name is Rico, the Dungeon Master for Season 3, the restoration of the 12 Olympians. This season, we'll find our heroes traveling back to the lands of Eris and Enyo within Harmonia, as they adventure through and see what they have accomplished and completed by restoring the 3 fabled relics, the Sickle of Kronos, the Golden Apple of Discord, and the Robe and Necklace of Harmonia. We'll start with Deborah.
I am Deborah, and I am playing a human rogue named Neith. Her name is Neith.
And I'm Matt, playing a dragonborn monk named Ari Futan.
And I'm Daphne, and I play Gelsira Venfire, who is a halfling druid.
And my name is Rico. I am the Dungeon Master for Season 3 of the campaign. Do you have a Deborah's Diary from last game?
Can you remind us what
Yeah,
happened?
here's what happened. Are you guys ready for the
Deborah's Diary.
That was so good. Thank you.
That was really good.
Dear Diary,
Killed a Dragon?
in our last episode, we had begun with Ari attacking an ancient black dragon.
Yeah, it didn't go great. Turns out it's got a high AC.
It has a very high AC.
Now it's rolling poorly.
And Neith just went ahead and went along with it,
Yeah,
attempting to shoot one of her explosive arrows, which hit the dragon and didn't do that much damage. But because as she was hitting it, it turned from its little old tiny woman persona into its massive ancient black dragon body. Ari and Gelsira ended up being afraid of the dragon for a little while. I mean, it was really big. At the same time that Neith hid.
Behind a bed.
Behind a bed. However, Gelsira had the presence of mind to turn Ari into an ape.
It was the best shit ever. I loved it so much. I want to be an ape forever.
And
we can do it again.
I think that might become a thing. That might end up becoming a thing. And Ari began to hurl rocks that had just pulled straight from the ground
It was fucking awesome.
at the dragon. Unfortunately for Ari, the dragon spewed a whole bunch of acid
It happens.
at him.
As a dragon does.
Gelsira exploded a bunch of cubes, caused an ice storm, and did her own nice amount of damage to the dragon. Neith leapt up onto the dragon with some beautiful acrobatics,
Was awesome.
but the dragon did knock her off and into Ari.
Where she did not deposit a vial of ambrosia.
Neith got a little confused for a second.
She did.
However, our heroes did so much damage to the dragon, it became afraid, started running away.
Mm-hmm.
And so Neith, she's starting to get a little practice in this praying thing, actually reached out to Bahamut, who came to the aid of our heroes and dueled this dragon so it could not leave. And our heroes basically just ended up pummeling the dragon to death with a beautiful death blow by Neith, slicing the head into 3 pieces and landing in a nice superhero pose.
Beautiful.
So thus our heroes have defeated their first dragon.
I forgot to give you guys your 2,000 XP for doing shit in Etherton.
Oh, we'll take it.
Yeah. I thought you said we weren't getting that because we didn't do anything.
No, you completed Etherton. You could have had more than 2,000, but 2,000 is all you get.
I love that. I want to loot the dragon corpse.
Okay, you can get...
I don't know what's there, but I'm definitely going to try.
Scales and teeth and skin, brain matter.
Gross.
Doesn't have any treasure on it.
Oh.
Okay, I take some teeth and some scales. Dragon hide. I don't know. I want to cut maybe 10 pounds of meat off of it.
Okay.
Okay. I do that.
You do, quite successfully.
How many, can I get like 10 scales?
Sure.
All right. And like, was it 5 teeth?
Sure.
I want to look around the cavern and see if there's anything worth taking, any gold, any treasure, any...
Where is this hoard?
Margot was holding on to a picture book when you guys came in to see her.
Jesus Christ. Who gave me... I already have 2 scales and 7 teeth of a black dragon.
Yeah, you got them in Pittsville when you
Right.
looted the corpse of
I've got
her
more.
dead child.
That's so me.
Margot's hoard are the pictures and the book that she had of her husband and her son. She didn't hoard treasure. She hoarded the love she had for her family.
Oh.
Can we just
Every
go
dragon's hoard is different.
Well, she did commit genocide, so...
I mean, they did kill her son first.
I just
They
saw a little
did.
meme today about a dragon where, like, the knight comes in and he's all like, I thought you'd be taller. I thought the dragon was the size of its hoard. And the dragon's like, yeah, I collect books. And, like, I thought you had like, a really big hoard. And he's like, yeah, but I went digital. So he was on a little SD card.
Mm.
Wow.
What?
Interesting.
Sometimes I don't know.
Why she married me.
So there is one way out. That's the way you came in, or you can go deeper into the cave.
Oh, ooh.
What do you guys want to do? Do you want to go deeper into the cave?
Let's go deeper into the cave. Should we maybe call for Electo? I holler out towards the entrance to the cave or exit, however you want to think about it in your perspective of the world. Hey, Electo, you out there?
And she flies down through the hole in the top of the cave where the moonbeam was
Oh.
coming down.
Sweet.
Hey, you
Hey.
called?
Yeah. Is everything okay out there?
Yeah, everything was fine. It looks like everything went okay in here.
Yeah, it went fine. We're thinking about maybe going deeper into this cave.
Sounds like a good time.
It does sound like a good time, right? Okay, guys, I think we should go deeper into this cave. What do you think?
Okay.
I mean, we're here, may as well.
I keep
for it.
my daggers out. They're doing their whole blood sucky up thing, I'm
I
assuming.
keep my fists on me,
That's the best place.
not somewhere else.
I'm still in wild shape form.
Which one?
Wild water elemental.
Water elemental.
Nice.
Why not?
All right, we go into the Cave of Wonder.
Deborah, you can't see deeper into the cave.
I piss fire everywhere.
Does
to
a
light it
drift
up.
globe, like, drift?
Yes.
Okay, I pause for a second and I take out my drift globe and I say, hocus pocus.
And then your drift globe lights up and it begins to slowly hover above you.
I'm blinded and die.
What?
Because when you're wearing night vision goggles. No? All right.
And as you get deeper into the cave, the acid seems to stop covering the walls, which
Ah.
makes them safe to touch and feel.
Oh, well, you know.
And you get back probably about 60 or 70 feet back further into the cave. It is pitch dark. You guys can see no problem. Deborah, you can see about 30 feet in front of you with your drift globe.
Bunch of dragon shit everywhere.
No, there is something, a mound of bones, skulls, femurs, rib cages, etc., things of that nature.
Do they look human?
Yes, they do.
Sexy.
They absolutely look human. And make a perception roll. Nope, not Deborah. Sorry. Ari and Gelsira.
Ooh, what's my perception?
Ew.
You can't see that far.
22.
Sorry, I need to figure out what a water elemental's perception is.
Google water elemental stats. 5e.
Ooh, I have dark vision of 60 feet. I rolled a 6, but I don't see... It doesn't have perception on here.
50, 12.
I'm just going to take my passive perception of 10.
Matt, you see amongst the bones an egg.
Oh, yes.
And the egg is a dark onyx color with wavy silver bands wrapped around the egg.
So she had another on the way and she was fucking in a conniption about the one she lost? Unreal. Unreal. You got a replacement. The heir and the spare. That's the thing. Anyway, I go steal that dragon egg.
So you see Ari get on his hands and knees and start chucking skulls and jawbones and femurs and ankle bones, and then he picks up in his big red dragonborn hands a black onyx colored egg that's got wavy bands of silver around it.
I found an egg. It's probably a dragon egg.
It is a dragon egg.
I think we should keep it.
And Karga, in your ear, in Draconic says, "Can I eat it?"
No, don't eat it yet. I got to figure out if this thing's like important or useful in some way. But if it's just like a chicken egg, then yeah, you'll definitely be able to eat it, I promise. But no, don't eat it.
The insides could be really good.
I mean, look, I'm on your side here, but this could be like worth a lot.
Or we could hatch it and have another dragon.
And train it?
Yeah.
Or eat it?
Both. Whatever. One or the other.
I like that.
I've never eaten black dragon.
I like where your head's at, Karga.
I do too. And I'd like my head to be inside that egg.
Well, no.
Sucking out all of the yolk.
I like where your head's at in regards to hatching it.
I can eat it when it hatches too.
Do you know how to hatch a dragon egg?
No.
Do we just
Do
gotta,
you know how to hatch a dragon?
Do we just got to keep it warm or something?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just sit on this egg for a few years. This is my new life.
Do you know any other dragons other than me?
I mean, tangentially, I know Bahamut, who's like a dragon god.
Oh, you could ask Bahamut how to hatch that egg.
Oh, okay. So I like, as I'm holding the egg, I trance out and be like, "Oh, great Bahamut, I call upon your wisdom. How can I hatch this dragon egg?"
And in your mind, there is a bright white flash. And you hear in your head, in Draconic, you just let it rest for another 25 years.
Oh,
And it'll hatch on its own.
easy peasy. Thank you.
Or you could crush it,
And eat it.
destroy it.
And eat it.
Bahamut's gone.
Oh. Thank you. All right, so it seems like it'll take like 25 years to hatch
Sounds
this
about
egg.
right.
Oh, okay. Well, let's find a safe place for it somewhere. I'll just stick it in my bag of holding for now. It's probably okay. Shoop, shoop. And then we'll find a good place to stash it for 25 years. We'll,
I'll
we're going to
forget
be...
that it's in there.
Nah, it's 25 years. I'm sure a
retires,
dragon's going to
25
hatch, start
years
causing
later,
trouble. I'll
yeah.
come back and be like, "I'm your daddy." Stop this.
And around the nest, there are family photos of Margot and her husband and her son in human form, not in dragon form.
Oh, I take those and put them in my bag.
Oh, okay. It looks like they had a house there in Pittsville.
Oh, wow. I examined the pictures.
And they lived in one of the houses. It was adjacent to the one house that was the storage unit for the skins and the meats and stuff. They lived like, you can see it like off behind to the left of the picture. But it looks like they were residents, which makes sense because her cave was not far from the town.
Wow. And so was her kid killed in like human form or
No,
dragon form?
My boss said we found it in Dragon.
found it in dragon form.
Wow. Wow.
Doesn't even have a human form because that could have just been an illusion.
Wow.
Gelsira knows a few things about wonderfully crafted illusions.
That kill entire towns of people.
I own wild shape,
Oh.
so I can talk.
You can talk to Matt in Aquan.
Oh, do you know Aquan?
He knows
Yes,
all
I know
languages.
all languages.
Wow.
Any creature that understands a language, I can understand them.
Wow.
And they can understand me.
Um,
It's weird.
I don't know about you guys. I'm kind of hungry.
Jelly's hungry.
Karga says we can eat the egg.
No, we're not going to eat the egg.
The egg is stored for now.
We could build a fire. We could
Eat
crack
some of that
the egg.
dragon. What about that dragon we just killed? There's some good meat there.
I mean,
right?
it's probably
And we
acid
could
meat.
fry an egg. A big dragon egg. It'd be a big omelet.
We could, but
And we could put some of that human jerky in it.
oh, the human jerky. You want some of that? Yeah, I take a bunch of the human jerky out. Just hand
And
it.
he grittily grabs it and starts messily chomping in your ear. He'll eat anything.
And Neith is standing there because Neith doesn't understand what anybody is saying at this point.
Except that Jelly's hungry.
Oh, yeah.
No, I didn't understand that because I don't speak.
I relayed it.
Oh, did you say
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Cargo only speaks in Draconic.
Okay.
Yeah, so our thing's happening.
Is there more to the cave, or are we at the very end?
No,
of
you're
it?
at the very end.
Okay.
So just an egg,
Neith
bones.
just turns around
A
and
nest.
starts
A
walking
nest area. Mhm.
back. Obviously, there's not going to be anything terribly more interesting. So I just start walking back towards the cave, like where we came in.
All right, Electo, let's get out of here.
Electro was already walking with Neith.
Oh,
I go to.
vicious. Ah! I follow along as I see they're all getting away.
And you guys make it to
Nope.
the entrance or exit of the cave, depending on your perspective of life. And you know Pittsville is back up that way. And you know you need to continue venturing northwest to get to the city.
Where's our horses again?
They're outside Pittsville, out front.
So we got to go back over.
This
to
only
Pittsville.
took us like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not very far.
Do we? Is there anything in Pittsville we want to explore while we're here?
Daddy,
They're
worked out.
devastated.
Maybe the dragon's house. I don't know if it's still there.
I mean, I'm game for whatever. We got nothing better to do. We're heading northwest.
There were no standing houses.
Oh,
Yeah. Everything was
never
burnt to the
mind.
ground.
The city was razed.
let's get back to our horses and like maybe love on them a little bit.
I bet they're not feeling very good right now.
Sounds good.
Give them some smooches.
Your horses are right where you left them.
Nailed
Hey,
it.
hey, Lucy.
Did we get back there?
Yeah.
Nailed it.
There's nothing left in this city except more
Anos.
corpses and collapsing buildings and
How you doing,
smoke
buddy?
and a couple embers.
Hey, Gelsira, can you
Hey.
tell like if the horses are hungry or anything?
I use my animal senses to see if the horses are hungry.
They are thirsty.
They're not really hungry, but
They've
they're
got a
very
lot
thirsty.
of ash and soot in their noses and their mouths are dry.
All right, so we should find some. Maybe we should. Is there a water source nearby that I know of?
There is a well with half of a corpse hanging down inside of it.
Ooh.
I have a never-ending water bag. Let's just fashion up a trough, and I'll just pour out the water. Refills.
All right, is there
Pour
something
out the
around here we
water.
can make a trough?
Refill? Pour
Yeah,
out the water.
you can get
It'd take a while.
trough.
But it'd probably take less time
Need
than
get a
finding a clean water.
Well, you will need help carrying the trough.
Hey, Ari, will you
'Cause
help me
it's-
carry this
it's
trough?
like
I go with Neat,
4 feet long.
grab the trough, come back, and then I take the required time it takes to pour out the water till there's nothing in it, blow on it,
And
Refills.
it fills back up. Glug, glug,
pour out
glug.
the water. It's going to take a while. I mean, this is a water skin.
I walk over to the well
There's a
and I
corpse in
pull
there. That's gross.
the half corpse out.
And it is the lower half of a corpse, legs and torso. Or legs and hips. And there is a... As
Ooh.
the disemboweled body
Look,
collapses.
horses, this is going to be worth it. This water's the
Gelsira,
best.
can you tell if this water is any good?
Yeah, make her drink it.
I
I don't know. She's a druid thing.
guess I'd like to
You know what I'm
Do
starting to realize,
do a
Gelsira?
nature check on the water.
You
What's
and
that?
I need to have like a chat sometime. I'm
Outright.
realizing I don't know that much about you.
Oh, not many people do. Nobody's really asked about me.
You know, maybe we should take some time at camp tonight
Okay, maybe
instead of gloss over camping like we
Should have
normally
just gotten
do.
a bowl for each horse and poured water into it.
maybe you can share some of your stories.
No, I'd like to hear about yours first.
The water is potable. It can be drank.
It is
Is there like a bucket?
There is a bucket, half of a bucket, with burn holes and cracks in it, and about a third of a burnt rope.
Ari's still over here pouring water. So I think corpse water is probably not good. I don't know yet that it's potable.
I feel like we're in a zombie apocalypse town.
I mean, I don't have a bucket.
That's what it makes me think of.
You're in a raised town.
Yeah.
It just makes me think of
The
like,
horse has got a drink, baby.
Neith, why do you want this water?
One water skin at a time, Matt. It probably will take you like an hour and a half to fill
Because
that
it's going to
trough
take
up.
Ari a long time to fill that
I'm
that
strong,
trough up in our horses.
and I love my horse.
You're doing that way too difficult. I don't know why you're working harder and not smarter.
This is what I do. I have water. I want to give water.
You also have an elixir of the gods.
Ambrosia for the horses?
I thought about. I gave Lucy
Why
some
not?
ambrosia earlier. She loved it.
All right.
You could if you wanted, or you can keep filling up the trough. It is going to be crystal clear, cool water.
I switch over to the ambrosia and just go up to each horse and kind of
And they love it.
pour some in.
They feel
Thank
fully
you for giving some to my horse.
re-energized. They are no longer thirsty or hungry. They feel like they could ride all through the evening if they wanted.
I have so many water skins of ambrosia. It's not even funny at this point. I love it.
And you have a trough about a third of the way full of nice crystal clear spring water.
I put my head in it and drink some water.
And it is delicious.
I
It is exactly as good as Bindi said it would be.
Exactly.
drink some water.
Perfect,
Out of the-
crystal
out of the
clear,
trough?
beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, I put my hand in. Like I use my hands.
He's in there.
And it is cool to the touch, and it is clear. You can see your fingerprints and the lines in your hand through the water.
I drink some too.
And it is delicious.
I also cast Goodberry, and I produce 10 good berries in my hand,
Okay.
and I feed 2 of each to our horses,
They'll eat them.
and then I eat the last one.
I give each of the horses a magic mushroom.
Nice. Well, they are full now. They've had plenty to drink and plenty to eat. I mean, they were already full with the ambrosia, but they're not going to turn away free food.
Well, what time is it?
Game time, son.
Probably like 3 o'clock in the afternoon-ish.
You guys want to take a nap here? It's nap time.
I think we should, let's just
Carry
ride
on?
Yeah.
Northwest we go.
Okay, yeah, let's
Is
get-
there a road going out northwest?
Yeah, there sure is.
Yeah, let's get out of this place.
And
It's
the
giving me
roads,
creeps.
Let's go,
thanks
Anos.
to you guys returning the relics, are easy to travel. There are no brigands. There are no roadmen. There are no highwaymen to try and rob you guys.
Not that they could.
Good for them.
Yeah, not that they could.
Yeah.
I mean, they could certainly try,
They can certainly try.
but it wouldn't be very good for them. What was the name of the city you guys were going to?
Ethereum, I think.
Helium?
No, not
Ethereum.
Ethereum.
Not Ethereum, just Thyrium.
Ethereum.
Yeah, Thyrium. Thank you. It was on the back of my character sheet.
Okay, well, I hop on a Lucy and I'm like, let's go, Luce.
And you guys, go ahead.
As we're riding, I bring my horse. Is the road like wide enough to ride 2 horses
Yeah.
side by side?
Yeah.
I bring my horse next to Gelsira's. I guess you're like on a pony, aren't you?
It's a quarter horse.
So like, I'm like looking down on you though.
I'm like, hey, Neith.
So Gelsira,
Yes.
I am interested. Where are you from? Because I've gotten that you're not from here.
Mm-mm.
You're not from Harmonia.
Nope.
Where are you from?
I'm from Beyond the Mist.
Okay, I think that's a given. We're all from Beyond the Mist. But where from Beyond the Mist do you hail?
Well,
I mean, you've talked, I think, before about like wanting to
How awesome
go
your
back
backstory
and
was.
settle down. You know what I mean? Like settle down and do stuff maybe for a convent? I don't know.
so basically,
You were going to be a nun until Perry beat the brakes off that ass.
No more virgin birth.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to derail your RPG. My apologies.
you're fine. So me and my halflings, my people, we were enslaved. We were enslaved by human overlords. And at first we lived peacefully with them, and we farmed for them and we cooked for them, and they in turn protected us. But then over time, what happened was they got greedy and they realized that they could basically just conquer us. So that's what they did.
So if you were conquered, how did you end up here?
So I was made as a house slave, but at night I would sneak out and I went into the woods and I found an archdruid, she was an old archdruid who was actually a dragonborn.
Oh, so that's why you have such an affinity with Ari over there.
Mm-hmm. And she took pity on me and she taught me the druidic ways. At least the very beginnings of it, it's way before I knew how to do what I do now.
So is your homeland like far from here?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's a certain somebody I know that has a door there.
I mean, if there's a way to get back, I would have loved it. I would have loved that if given the opportunity to go.
Well, it sounds like he could make more doors. We'll talk to him.
Are you also trying to get home? Is Zara the only one that's like out adventuring? Is at a monastery. It was fun, but I'm now out now.
So by him, do you mean that rogue back in Aspasia who you've been doing rogue things with?
Yes.
Rogue.
Rogue things.
Oh, okay.
And I pet Gelsira on his pet.
So like throwing daggers at walls and
among other things, yes.
Jumping through windows, rooftops.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, if he knows a way to get back, I mean...
Daggers through walls.
Yeah, if there's a way for me to get back to my home world, and me to take revenge on those who enslaved my people, yeah, I would love that.
Side quest.
We just created a whole other side quest. Yep. Go save Gelsira's people.
But honestly, a lot of my memory is kind of foggy because I feel like since I came through the mist, like my memories of it seem to be also through the mist. It seems like it was kind of a dream. I don't know.
It's kind of weird. It feels like the longer I'm away from home, the less attached I feel to it.
That's how I feel too. But there's a part of me though that still... Yes, there's a part of me that's...
Ari's got Electo on his horse, so he doesn't give a fuck what you two are talking about back there.
There's a part of me that still feels tied to my home. And I remember my old deity, Selune, the moon goddess. And I would go out into the forest at night and pray to her. And I feel like she was the one who guided me here somehow.
Well, sounds a lot better than just being ripped from her town.
I don't remember much about how I came about
randomness.
Yeah, I don't remember much about how I ended up here. I just remember our human masters. They were going to punish us for trying to revolt against them. Oh. And I was running through the woods at night to try to escape. And it just got really foggy. And then somehow I just ended up here. Next thing I know, I'm in a room with a lawyer. And Ari and Pan and Lex were there. And so began our adventures.
Nice. And Neith gets quiet and kind of introspective.
Let it be known that while they're having their conversation, Ari and Electo are doing some light necking.
On horseback?
Yeah.
Of course you had to just stick that in there.
Just light.
Well, he's going to stick more in there later.
I mean, they're having a nice little convo. I'm not interested.
Oh, and I asked Cedric to fly ahead of us a little bit and scout, just to make sure the road is clear and to let us know if there's anything we should be aware of.
I'd be delighted.
Well, thank you.
I asked Karga to eat some more people jerky.
And he will.
Nailed it.
He'll eat all the people jerky that you feed
I'm not going to eat any of it.
You don't want to eat people jerky?
No, I'm good.
Scaredy cat.
Yeah, it's not, it's not my thing. Not yet.
So you guys can ride all night to get to Thyrium, or you can camp for the evening. You are about, it was a day and a half on horseback, so you are 1 day away from current time now, where you're at to Thyrium.
What do you guys think? We don't need to sleep, right? I mean, I don't, even without the ambrosial. But if you guys...
like a horses seem fresh.
I think we should just keep riding.
Yeah.
While we have this momentum.
I give my horse some more ambrosia. Refresh its ass up.
Okay.
I telepathically tell Cedric, hey, Cedric, we're just going to keep riding.
That sounds good to me. I do my best hunting at night anyway.
Nice.
And you guys can ride all night to Thyrium into the next morning. into the next day. Deborah, was Thyrium the town with all the fighters and all the people that wanted to pick fight? No, it wasn't. Never mind. Nope. So Thyrium has to be my own city.
Yep. You guys did not visit Thyrium. It was just one of the towns on the list.
Hell fucking yeah. Let's go, champ.
As you are riding up
Dream it up.
into Thyrium, you see up over a ridge a couple steeples of some temples. You hear some bells and their tones drifting in the wind. You guys will get there with feeding your horses ambrosia around high noon, and you can see a nice mountainous range off in the distance behind Thyrium, and there is a nice wrought iron gate in between two pillars of white stone. It looks like an entrance gate into the city. The city isn't walled or anything like that, but it looks like they've built just like, welcome to Thyrium. Here is the gate to, signify coming into the town.
Use this entrance if you know what's good for you, motherfuckers. We're not building a fucking fence, you idiots. Just fucking come in right here, dummies.
It's just to signify you're coming into the city.
Looks like a nice town.
Hell yeah.
So far it is. Yeah.
What time of day, or what's the weather?
Noon.
What's the weather like? I meant to ask.
Oh.
Gorgeous 78 degrees.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. Sun is up high in the sky. You can smell fresh baked bread on the wind. There's no farms around Thyrium that you can see here in the northwest corner. There's the mountain range in the back, and doesn't seem to be a whole lot of wailing or crying about kids that have been eaten by a boar lately, much like there was when you went to fight the Nemean lion.
Sure.
There's nobody like clamoring to go kill this big giant devil boar.
Is there a line to get in?
Nope, there's no line to get in.
All right. Well,
People are milling about. There are two different temples. There is one temple to Zeus. There is another temple to Hades. The bells to the temple of Zeus are the ones that's ringing. You can see a couple priests of Zeus. They are talking to a couple priests of Hades. It looks to be about the size of Pelican Town.
Are there guards at the gate?
Nope, there are no guards at the gate.
So you just roll through the
You
gate
just
for no
roll
reason?
through, yeah.
Cool.
Well, not no reason. You'd roll through the gates if you wanted to signify that you were into the city.
Okay, I want to roll through the gates on my horse. Clippity-clop. Clap, clap,
Clippity-clop.
clap, clap, clap,
I follow.
clappity-clop.
And as you roll through the gates, people look up and they wave.
Hi, I wave
Hi.
back. Hello, hi, how are you?
Welcome to Thyrium.
Thanks.
Welcome to Thyrium. And they go about their business. They are going to shopping.
Is there an inn nearby? Excuse me.
Yes, there are a couple different inns.
Which, any recommendations?
The north side of the city has inns and a lot of iconography to Zeus. And then the south side of the city has a lot of businesses and iconography of Hades.
Okay, so we got to travel to the north of the city
If you want.
for
The
lodging
south of the city is
purposes.
just as nice.
Oh, yeah, but for lodging purposes.
Does this look like, from what you're describing, it seems to me like a very well-off city. Like does it look to be
Doesn't look poor.
okay? So buildings are in good condition, and
Yeah, they are in very good condition. People look healthy. It is kind of a trade hub here in the northwest corner. There are trade routes that will continue south. There are no trade routes that go further north because Thyrium appears to be the tippy-top north of this area. And there is a division that you can see as you move deeper into the city. The northern side of the city looks like its buildings are made out of marble and white stone, whereas the southern side of the city looks like it's made out of darker stone and onyx and darker woods. There
Zeus
are
and Hades.
very, very obviously delineated This side is Zeus's side, and this side is Hades' side.
Wow.
And it looks like there is a nice, perfect balance of each. There is the exact same number of stores. The temples are the exact same height.
But are there inns on the Hades side?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I think we're kind of more cool with Hades than we are with Zeus. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't got anything against Zeus as much as we're killing his bastard children and whatnot. But maybe we hang out on the Hades side a little, play it safe. Maybe
Ooh, that
everything's
makes
more
me think.
friendly
I
here.
look around. Just
We're
the
already in
crowds
the
and
south
stuff,
side on the Hades
and
side.
I like to use Hera's embrace.
Oh, good
nice.
fucking idea. I definitely want to like rein it in a little so we're not like going into the Zeus side yet, because I feel like Hades is where it's at right
Make
now.
a perception check, please.
Yeah.
I should have stuck my passive.
58. She rolled a 58
You
on the
have
dice.
luck.
12. Oh, because we had a rest.
You had ambrosia.
We had ambrosia. We got 60 lux,
You have infinite luck.
infinite luck. I do
15.
as a
You
player.
don't see anything.
As a player, I miss
Close.
lux.
You were very close.
As an editor, yikes.
I don't need it anymore right now.
Hera's embrace. God damn it, I always forget.
You always forget.
But now if I do it, it's because she did it. And
Yeah.
I gotta remember later.
So,
Fucking dummy.
I would like to. I'm like, Neef, that's a good idea. I'm gonna try to do that through Cedric. So I'd like to cast Bee Sense on Cedric.
What was Nice's idea?
I don't think you would known. I just looked around.
Hera's Embrace.
I didn't say anything.
I know, right? That's the
Oh.
hard part of being a.
Yeah.
Okay.
You wouldn't have known that
Player
I'd done
versus
it. I just
character.
looked. Yeah.
It's a great.
I didn't announce that I was doing it or anything.
I'll wait until tomorrow.
We really ought to do better.
Nobody notices you. Also, per usual.
I want to keep my eyes peeled for like a stable.
There are two. There is
Oh,
one on the
nailed
north
it.
side of the city, and there's one on the south side of the city. It's about 3 buildings down from the temple.
Okay, you guys think should we go to the stable, drop off our horses,
Yeah.
investigate the town?
Yeah, let's
Get them
give her horse
stabled
a
up.
Let's go to the south side stable. Yes.
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 We're
Everybody
already
on board
here.
with this Hades action.
Sure.
Zeus is kind of a loose cannon.
Yeah,
right now
I just
for
kind of
us.
want to. I just kind of want to eat. I want to find a.
Great. I love
and
it.
then-
Let's stow our horses, make sure they're well taken care of. All right, let's go to the stable. Stable hand.
Yep, stable hand there. His
Hey.
name is Albert.
All right. Hey, Albert. Want to stash our horses here? You got room for 3 horses?
I do have room for 3 horses.
Will they be well taken care of?
I will do my absolute best for you.
Okay. It's going to have to be good enough. Take good care of our horses. How much?
3 silver a day.
All right. How many days you guys want to pay for?
Well, maybe let's just start off with 2 for right now, and then we can come back and pay more if we want.
Or I can start you a tab. You sign this little letter here, and you can pay when you leave.
Oh, okay.
No down payment?
No.
Wow.
All right. That's fine. We're good for it for sure.
No, I believe it. I know exactly who you two are.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay, good.
hi.
Welcome to Thyrium.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
And then
That's
Albert
helpful. Sorry.
pulls
I just.
a piece of parchment off of the wall, and he says, please
Would you like to get on this horse action?
sign here. This will start the tab of your stabling your horses.
Yeah, hold on.
And each day will start anew at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Hey, Ari, will you hand him my horse?
Sign.
I get off my horse.
You scribble?
Mm-hmm.
I
And-
sign as well, and I say there's also a third horse here. I don't. This horse as well.
Oh, I
Oh.
didn't even notice it. I am so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's
How did I miss it? That's a
It's-
beautiful horse.
It happens to everyone. It's a whole thing. It really would take forever to
And
explain it.
who's
Here.
going to sign for this horse?
I will also sign for this horse, I guess.
You own 2 horses.
Yeah.
Nice.
Does that surprise you? Knowing
No,
who I am?
You're the champion of the Tournament of Blood. Wouldn't
Exactly.
surprise
Also,
me at all.
yeah, it's fine. Yeah, no. Sign.
And then as you guys sign your names, the names are signed. The ink turns purple and burns into the paper. You can smell a little bit sulfur
Hades. I love it.
as it burns into the paper. And then
Good job. Good job.
Albert rolls it up and he puts it, under the shelf. And he's like, all right, your horses will be well taken care of
For the
to
record.
the best of my ability.
I love this aesthetic
Um,
you've got going
hey,
on this
hey-
town.
Me too.
Hey, Albert.
Yes.
While we're here, I'm just curious, who's in charge of the city?
Hades.
Oh, okay.
Nailed it. Nice.
So like the whole city, or just this part of the city?
The whole city.
Okay. Does
He
he
would
have
say that. He would say
or
that.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Do they have a human like representative here in charge?
Yeah, they sure do.
Who is that?
There is a governess,
Okay.
Oh,
and
yes.
her name is Angelica.
Angelica. Okay.
Oh, yes, sir.
Where can we find her?
She'll be down at the end in the
shit.
governor's estate.
Okay.
It is a nice, grandiose, dark and black building. It's right next to the governor's estate on the north side of town. But you can talk to her down there if you need to.
So
Okay.
find out if there's a governor and a governess.
So is there a governor also? You said
No governor.
Okay. Just a governess.
It's just an estate
Okay.
that would be assigned for a governor
I see.
if
Okay.
we had one.
All right.
Oh, if you had one.
I'm kind of picking up what you're putting down.
Interesting. Okay.
There's 100% a governor.
Yeah.
There is 100% a governor.
I'm kind of getting the dichotomy going on in this town. I'm loving it. We're on Hades' side. Well, yeah, side per se, but Zeus is kind of an unknown factor for us right now.
Interesting.
Hades, we know what's up. We die. Hades laughs. Ha ha ha. Good times.
Okay.
The enemy I know is better than the enemy I don't. You know.
Any places to recommend to eat?
Absolutely.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I was looking for.
There are plenty of good places you
Jelly
can
to
eat.
ask about
I
eating.
highly recommend the Noodle House
Noodle House. Okay.
down the road. It is spelled NOODLEHAUS.
Oh,
They
shit.
have the best noodles this whole city has to offer. Relatively good prices too.
Relatively good. I love it. We got lots. We're good. Let's go. You want to go eat at a noodle house?
I'm already on my way. I just as soon as he says where it is, I just,
Osiris like gone.
yep. I just walked out and started walking in that direction.
Electo and I follow Gelsira to the noodle house.
I'm just following my nose.
I followed them, and while I am walking, I am just looking around to see if I see like a weapon shop.
There is one weapon shop, one on the south side of town, one on the north side of town. The one on the south side of town has like a picture of like a cartoonish like fire ball thing. And then the north side of town has a lightning bolt.
Of course.
Of course.
Okay,
Good luck.
it's good to. No, I'm gonna follow. I'm still following you guys. I'm just like noting, like, oh look, there is a weapon shop.
Damn.
Two.
There's 2 weapon shops, but I'm gonna eat first with you guys.
Sweet.
And as you guys are
Gotta
walking,
get a new weapon.
Get there.
people are saying hi. They're like, oh, Ari.
Hi.
Gelsira.
Hi.
Welcome to Thyrium.
Thank you.
Nice to see you guys.
Thanks.
Nobody on the north side of town is really talking to you.
That's
a
so
whole
warm
lot.
of you, Southsiders.
Yeah, we're on our way to the Noodle House.
Oh, it's fantastic.
yeah.
You're going to love it there. The noodles are the best in town.
What should we order?
I highly recommend the Cerberus penne.
Cerberus penne.
It's served
Write
with
down.
a beautiful aioli sauce with just enough spice in it that you can taste with just a little bit of burn on the tongue.
Unreal. That's awesome. That sounds great.
I'm walking faster.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Have a
welcome
great
to
day.
Thyrium.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you guys get to Noodle House.
I just-
House.
Open the door.
And well, there's no door. It's like wooden doors, like saloon doors.
Oh, nice.
Push your way in.
Nice.
Yes. That's what I do. I push.
I look around. I perceive.
There are people enjoying noodles. You can smell spice and pepper and paprika and red pepper in the air. You can smell marinara-like sauce. You can smell garlic aioli. You can hear sizzling. You can see cups of, ale and wine. You can see people just dipping like huge chunks of bread into bowls of sauce. Imagine an Olive Garden buffet,
Yes.
but good.
Yeah. No, yes. Yeah.
And the people are just talking and having a good time and enjoying their noodles.
I want to, because I've been reminded of the Hadesness of things and that blackish purple aura that happens, I want a Hera's embrace in here.
And one golden aura stands out in the
I had to roll and he sees.
southern corner of the building, you see a man sitting with his back to the door, lapping up some noodles.
And it's a golden aura.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Are there any free tables around said man?
There is no free table around said man, but there are 3 empty chairs.
Around said man? Okay. Just for storytelling's sake or whatnot, how full is this establishment? Would it be sort of natural for us to wander over to those 3 seats and be like, hey, friend, is anybody sitting here? Can we join you? Or are there a bunch of fucking empty tables?
No, there's not a bunch of empty tables. Imagine going to Olive Garden during lunch.
Okay. So I motion to the other 2. I say, or the other 3, I guess, Electo's here. So I say, come on, follow me. And I walk over to the golden aura man with the... there's going to need to be 4 chairs.
There are just 3 chairs.
I'll stand. No big deal. I say, hey, friend, do you mind if we join you?
I don't mind at all.
Excellent. Electo, have a seat. And you 2 have a seat as well.
I'm a little confused. I kind of look up at Neith like, what? What's going on? I'm like, okay. I just go ahead and sit down.
I tell her to sit down, and I go, Ari, why don't you sit? Because they're not going to notice me. It's going to look weird.
No, I know that you're there.
What? I look at him.
I look for another chair.
They stand up from their chair, and they offer it to Neith.
Do we recognize them?
Who, the person?
Yes.
No.
Oh, okay.
And then the person gets on the table and then sits crisscross applesauce on the table looking at you guys.
I use Sarah's embrace.
There is a faint golden aura around this person.
I squint at him. I'm like,
Well, if they gave up their chair, I'm gonna sit down too. Then
I say to them, hi, I'm Josiah Rivenfire.
I know exactly who you are.
we just meant to join you, not for you to have to sit. on
No,
the
it's
table.
okay. I'm mad you guys didn't die fighting that dragon.
Cool. Why are you mad that we did? Oh, are you Hades?
I'm Hades.
Okay.
You got me.
How you doing?
he
Hey,
rolls her
Hades.
eyes.
I'm doing exceptionally well. I came to enjoy some noodles.
This-
The best noodles in the city.
What do you recommend? the Cerberus penne?
Absolutely.
We got recommended that.
Well, I hope they would have recommended it.
Excellent. Well, I hope a waiter comes by soon, or a waitress.
And then a waitress and a waiter will come by.
Both.
Both. And
Hades. I love your town.
thank you. I've worked very, very hard on it.
That was
Stay out of the north side. The north side is shit.
The simple stuff is the best. You nailed it on the simple stuff. The waiter and waitress.
Yeah.
You're
And
killing it.
Hades says to them,
No notes.
we will take 4 orders of the Cerberus penne, please. And then the waiter and the waitress say, absolutely, my lord. We will be right back. There are 4 of you.
Yes.
So people know this
Hades
is
is full.
Hades isn't eating anything.
Unreal.
So people know this is Hades then.
These 2 do at least.
Interesting.
The waiter and the waitress.
Oh, okay.
They said, absolutely, my lord.
Oh,
We will
got it.
bring those out.
Sorry, my bad.
And then you can hear sizzling and
Don't rush too bad. It's fine. We're just
cooking. And Hades sits there, and then they put their hands under their chin and their elbows on their lap. And then they say, what brings you to Thyrium?
It was pretty cool us killing that dragon, though, right?
That was pretty impressive.
Pretty dope.
I expected you guys to die.
It was a good show, though.
Oh, it was the best show.
Did you see me as a great ape?
I did.
That was awesome.
Cerberus is enjoying right now flanks of ancient black dragon. He hasn't had dragon in so long.
Well, yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy for him or them. That's great. That's great that they could eat dragon.
Cerberus is a boy.
Okay.
He's a big male dog. Big, huge dog.
Well, then I'm happy for him eating some dragon.
Yeah.
Happy to have assisted in that.
So what brings you to my city?
Well, we're here to complete our next task.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a boar.
you all are still doing those things?
Yeah.
Are you bored with those yet?
No, it's fun.
Well, speaking
We're
of
meeting all kinds of people, having all kinds of adventures. Look, as a god, you probably wouldn't understand our silly little nonsense.
No,
but,
I
like,
would. I created this town for its silly little nonsense.
We have like
You
short
don't think Eris
lifespans.
is the only one that controls a town, do you?
And no, of course not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just have small lifespans and like to have adventures. So this is fun for us.
You guys are demigods.
Yeah. Well, now
Well, that's true. Now.
this is fun. It's a good time. We killed a dragon
Did.
on our adventures.
It was impressive.
Just having some fun out here. Just like, stop killing everyone. She's like, no. And we're like, oh, you die now. It was great.
Hey, Hades.
Yeah.
Speaking of the boar, do you have any ideas or any advice?
No, that's not my jazz.
Oh, okay.
But it's around here, though, right?
Oh, yeah, it absolutely is.
Do you expect the boar to defeat us?
No, not at all.
But this thing isn't like causing trouble in town or anything?
No, it still is. You'll have to go to the north side of town to get more information because they seem to care about it a whole lot more than we do on the south side.
No, I get it. Any advice for us?
I don't care one way or another how many people or children that boar kills.
Right.
It's more souls for me.
Of course.
And then, as Hades says, it's more souls for me. The entire bar goes, cheers! Yeah!
True believers. I love it.
Absolutely.
I fully get it. Do you have any advice on us for going to the north side of town with those lamos?
Yeah, don't. It sucks.
Yeah, but they got the information we need, right?
Yeah, but didn't you get information from,
Yes.
what's her name?
Demeter.
Demeter?
It's about lots.
Demeter.
Yes.
Whatever.
I say Demeter, you say Demeter. We all are wrong. Who cares? Dead language.
Anything we should know about Angelica, the governess?
She is the best governess this land has to offer.
Yeah,
Nice.
where's she at?
She sounds
She's
cool.
in the governess's mansion.
She sounds pretty cool.
She is.
She does sound like she'd be fun to talk to. Gather some information from, or just have a laugh, have a drink. She sounds.
She does like to drink.
I love that. What's her poison?
Her favorite poison?
The wine, or is she in some hard liquor?
She's into some harder liquors.
Don't say dragons.
No, nothing that hard. She just likes stiffer spirits.
Okay.
And any, is that something we could acquire here at Noodle
Absolutely.
House?
Yeah.
Maybe we could
And then
bring a
Hades
gift.
turns to the Noodle House owner and says, we need one bottle of the strongest, I guess it's sake-like. I don't know what that would be in ancient Greek. Clear corn liquor. And then he says, immediately, my lord, give me just one moment while I finish preparing their foods, and I will bring it tableside with their dishes.
Can I discern how much that would cost?
Yes, you can.
How much is it?
It's going to be about 66 silver.
66. So I'm willing to pay.
6 gold, 6 silver.
But I worry that these people are just going to give it to Hades and us because they feel like they should.
Nah,
and if
you'll
that
have to pay
happens,
for it.
I'm like fucking 66 silver.
And as you guys are sitting there speaking with Hades, out comes 4 very large bowls of pasta. The sauce is sizzling.
Yes.
You can smell the red pepper and the paprika coming out of the sauce. The penne noodles are cooked perfectly. You could tell because they were boiling hot water it was poured into. And it smells like a delicious, spicy pasta dish that everyone seems to be eating. It appears to be the exact same dish that everyone is eating.
Well, that's cause for concern, but I'm going to dig in.
Me too. I just go to Chowtown.
Nice.
Why mess with the best? But also, like, variety is the spice of
And
life.
as
everyone.
you
Other bullshit things.
spoon or fork your mouths full, it tastes like ash and sulfur
God damn it.
and smells like what it smelled like in the underworld. But everybody else that's eating it seems to be thoroughly enjoying it. But to you guys and your refined palates, it tastes like the food that you ate in the underworld when you were there for the first time with Hades.
I wolf it down while not breaking eye contact with Hades with a fucking scowl on my
And
face.
Hades is laughing at you and staring right back at you, and they say, yeah, it's the best we got.
Unreal.
But everybody here loves it.
Yeah, of course they do. You're the best.
I'm kind of the worst, but thank you.
Neith takes one bite and realizes the taste
It's not pleasant.
and then kind of pushes the bowl to the side and just pulls out some of her own rations and eats those.
Yep. And those taste
I
normal.
don't know what I was expecting, but I got bamboozled in a big bad fucking way.
I
really thought some delightful fucking noodles were coming.
I take one of my magic mushrooms and I kind of like grind it between my hands like this and I sprinkle it all over the food.
Nice.
And I start to eat it to see if that made
So
a difference.
you have little bits of taste
Bought
of
in the
your
whole way.
favorite meal amongst the flavor of ash and sulfur. It smells amazing, though, but it doesn't taste as good as it smells.
Hook, line, and sinker. You had me the whole way. I thought we were getting a delightful noodle dish, and you got me.
I have a
Love it.
So well, what would even something a little fun?
That was fun.
I
little.
drink a little bit of my ambrosia, and then I prepare a new spell: purify food and drink.
I don't know that it's like poisoned. I think it's just
It's not poison.
I just
No,
thought I'd
it's
give
not
it-
poison.
I
It's
just thought-
not going to kill you.
I know. I just want to give it a try.
It's edible. It just doesn't taste good.
Yeah.
It's not going to hurt you. It won't make you sick. I mean, you've eaten with Hades before in the underworld.
I may have been wrong about staying on the side.
I try it just to see if it makes any difference on it.
It doesn't.
I realize now I should probably consult Electo more often.
She's eating it.
Yeah, she loves it.
I mean,
No.
it's not as good as the food back in the farm, but it's sustenance.
Yeah.
Not that she needs to eat
Nope.
anyway.
I'm about to say, why she even eat?
Because I mean, Ari's eating.
Yeah.
I continue to eat it, but I'm just
And Hades gets on their hands and knees and they crawl over to you with their face right next to yours. And they say, "Are you really going to eat that?"
I mean, we did order it. I don't want this to go to waste.
Okay.
And I just continue
And then Hades backs up, much like Elle would in Death Note, all crazy, limbery, and psycho-like, yeah, and jittery, like a spider. And then sits back there, crisscross applesauce, and says, "Well, I'll be on my way. That was absolutely fun for me. Just a little bit of me getting back at you for not dying to the dragon. I still want your souls. Don't forget."
Happy to be of help.
And then as Hades says, "I still want your souls," the noodle house goes, "Yeah, souls." And they go back to eating and drinking and having a great conversation. And then Hades stands up on the table and turns around and waves dismissively and disappears into the wall. And you guys are left there with your bowls of shit noodles.
You know, it's almost more insulting that I don't need food and I have to eat this shit.
yeah, I
It's
kind of
incredible.
And the noodle house owner comes out with the bottle of the grain wine. And then he says, "Are you actually going to eat that?"
You know, I'm not going to continue eating it, but can you please tell me, does this grain wine also taste like ashes and death?
No, it doesn't.
But also the governess would probably love that if it did, so who cares?
She absolutely would.
Yes.
do you have anything here that doesn't taste like?
No, it all tastes like this here on this
Yep.
side of town.
Okay, I just thought I'd ask. I continue.
I mean, it's fulfilling. It's great.
It
we love
sure
it.
is. It's
but,
the best.
The
best.
It's what Hades has provided for us.
Yep.
I
They're the best.
I continue eating, but with each bite, I'm just more and more like repulsed.
Hail Hades! I raise a glass.
Hail Hades! Yeah! And the noodle house cheers and celebrates. And the noodle house owner looks at you and takes the fork out of your hands. He says, "Stop it. Just stop it. What are you doing?" And he pulls the bowl away from you and he's like, "Stop eating that. What is wrong with you?"
I don't know. I just really wanted it. I guess.
I give some people jerky.
And Karga eats some. And then you hear a
Karga.
crunch because there was a little bit of bone in it.
Oh, my bad.
And then Karga spits it out and it plinks off of your neck.
Hey, Karga, are you into this food here?
No, it's terrible.
Yeah, right?
It's absolutely terrible.
Oof. All right.
All right.
Maybe
Well,
we-
Neith finishes her rations, her own rations.
Yeah, I cast Goodberry again, and I eat a
Some
couple
of your
good berries, and I give you some berries.
I still don't need food, so I'm
No.
fine eating a little bit,
Neat.
scowling at Hades.
That was fun for me.
Yes.
And I stand up and I say, I noticed a weapon shop not too far from here. I want to go check it out to see if maybe they have something that's a little bit more, that'd be more in line with being able to defeat the boar.
I love it. Well, we've got a little bit of time. We could do that. Let's go do it.
All right. So
Thanks, restaurant keep.
Oh, I need you to pay for that.
Here you go,
Liquor.
champ. How much?
6 gold, 6 silver, 6 copper, please.
Is the 6 copper for the noodles?
No, that's just the cost of the drink.
I put 2 gold on the table.
Yeah, I do the same.
That is 4 gold.
I cover
still
the
need-
rest.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I still need 2 gold, 6 silver, and 6 copper.
And I flip him a gold as a tip.
Nice. And he catches it, and he looks at it, and he bites down on it to make sure it's real.
I give him a look, like, really?
He looks at you, and he's like, thank you.
Yeah, you know who I
And he
am.
puts it in his pocket.
I'm gonna give you fake gold.
I mean, a lot of people have.
Burn this place to the ground.
You could certainly try. Hades will just rebuild it like they always do.
More shitty food.
I head out and I go over to the weapon shop.
I follow. Me and Electo follow. We're holding hands. It's delightful.
Which weapon shop are you going to go to? The one on the south side of town or the north side of town?
The south side.
Oh no!
Right now.
Definitely recommend the north. South
I'm
side.
going to check it out too.
Full
Don't
of
worry.
garbage.
And you get to the weapon shop on the south side of town.
And they're like, yo, what up, dog?
You got to check out both, man. You got
And
Skibbity bop.
there is a very dark-skinned man there
Oh shit!
banging on his anvil with a hammer.
His anvil.
And he holds up a sword, and the sword looks like it is a dark metallic color, but you can see cracked, like it looks like heated metal, like lava flowing through the blade of the sword.
Oh.
And then he puts it back on his anvil, and he begins hammering it a little bit more. And he doesn't notice you're there, so he's going to keep working on that sword until somebody stops him or says something.
Are there any like weapons like on display or
Plenty of weapons on display.
any like bludgeoning weapons?
There are a few bludgeoning weapons. There's a couple
Sledgehammers.
maces.
Couple maces. I go over to check out the maces.
And the metal looks black and ashen. Like, you know what lava rock looks like? Like the
Yeah.
pumicite rock? It
Yeah.
looks like it's made out of that, but in the cracks of the rock, you can see like flowing like veins of magma that are just around this mace. The handle is made out of a very sturdy, very black, shiny steel. It looks like they craft some pretty unique weapons here on the south side of Thyrium.
So I turn to the weaponsmith and I say, "Hail, sir."
And he stops beating on the sword and he turns around and he says, "Oh, welcome. What can I do for you?"
Can you tell me more about these weapons that you have for sale here?
They are crafted out of the best soulstone that Thyrium and the underworld have to offer.
And what makes that so special?
It looks cool as fuck. That's about it. It's very sturdy
Yeah, dude.
and it looks really, really cool.
What are you looking for?
You know, I'm looking for something special and unique
Special and unique.
You're not going to find anything more unique than the weapons here crafted in Thyrium.
and very, very, very deadly.
All of my weapons are deadly if you know how to use them.
Of course.
Well, I have been told
What have you been told?
that the weapons on the north side deal way more damage.
Shut your mouth.
Well, you can go ask them, but all of our weapons do the exact same damage. That I can be certain of. And then the blacksmith spits in the direction of the north side blacksmith. And then the blacksmith on the north side turns and spits in the direction of the south side blacksmith.
Can they see each other? I'm
Fuck
confused
yeah.
now.
Yeah, they can see each other.
We're right in the middle. That's where the business is done.
Oh,
Right in the middle.
I get it now. Okay.
Temple to Hades, temple to Zeus, stables, noodle house, noodle palace, blacksmith,
I'll bet Noodle
Okay.
Palace is
Whitesmith.
awesome.
Okay.
Guys, just,
governess mansion, governor mansion,
I had that slightly different in my head, so thank
and
you.
then the black inn, and then the white inn.
Okay.
They are pretty much similar on each side, just the color of the architecture
Makes me think of chess.
appears to be different. Yeah, almost exactly like a chessboard.
I pick up one of the maces,
And it feels like a mace.
Nailed it.
kind of swing it a little bit.
Oh,
And it
kill
whooshes
everyone.
through the air.
Ari dies.
And as it whooshes through the air, you can see little red tracers where it looks like lava is coming out of the back of the mace.
Oh, shit.
And you can hear a little sizzle and smell a little bit of sulfur.
You got to buy that
tracers.
just for the aesthetic.
It's a really fucking cool aesthetic.
I hang it back up and
much is
I
it?
thank the man.
What?
I want to go see what's on the other side of town, aka the other side of the road.
You got to live your best life
Across
in
the
the
street,
moment.
yep.
Yeah, and I go across the street and I look at, see what weapons they have for on display.
And you see the blacksmith there with his arms crossed, scowling at the blacksmith on the south side of town. And the weapons appear to be similar, only the maces he has are glowing, like not glowing, but like polished white steel on the outside. But then cracks in the circle, you see like crackling blue energy. That would be like the color of Zeus's bolts if Zeus were to throw lightning at somebody. Not that dissimilar from Bahamut's lightning, only blue instead of white.
I pick up one of those and swing it a little bit.
And it whooshes through
Oh,
the air.
sorry.
Ari's
And
dead.
as it whooshes through the air, it leaves little blue tracers behind it that actually crackle.
Oh.
And
Get one of each.
you
I could get one of
can,
each.
You can hear little, like,
Yep.
Are maces one-handed or two-handed weapons?
one-handed.
Nice.
Warhammer is
Oh.
two-handed. And you can hear what sounds like
I
little
just be like-
pops of very silent thunder as the lightning is breaking the sound barrier through the air.
And I approach the weapons shop guy and I ask, how much are you selling these for?
10 silver.
I mean, I have way more money than I know what to do with.
You say that now, and then magic weapons happen.
She has some badass magic weapons
I
that were
do.
given.
She
I
does.
know.
But she could buy more for money.
I can maybe make these things magic. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is there anything
Pray to
special about
Bahamut.
this mace?
It looks cool. Way better than those maces over across the street.
Wait.
What makes it better?
It's blue.
Yeah.
It's
Duh.
silver.
Doesn't like deal more damage?
No,
or, like
it doesn't. It
is
just,
anything special about it.
yeah, it leaves little thunder and lightning traces.
Yeah, it just looks better while doing the same thing.
And the guy, the blacksmith on the south side says, "Fuck you, mine are way better." And the guy pushes past you and he leans over his gun. He's like, "Fuck you, mine are better." And the guy on the south side says, "Fuck your mom." And the guy on the north side says, "Fuck your dad." And then they spit at each other again. And the guy on the south side goes back to working on the sword. And the guy on the north side puts his arms back over his chest.
Ari claps. Good show. Good show, mates.
Ooh, neat. Maybe you could ask Hephaestus, or maybe Ari could ask Hephaestus to do something with them.
Unreal.
Sure, we can get
Unreal.
somebody to do something fun with these.
That's right, Lazabouts. You gonna buy some weapons so we can end this episode, or what?
Yes. So I would like to buy one mace from each.
That will be 10 silver from the north side. And it will be 11 silver from the south side.
Oh shit!
Okay. I have to give them because how many? It's 10.
10 silver per gold.
Okay, so I give them 1 gold and 1 silver. Wait, what'd you say?
Yeah, if you're not gonna give like a tip,
10 silver to the guy on the north and
That's
11
2
silver
gold.
to the guy on the south.
1 silver, 2 gold, 1 silver, right?
Yep.
50 gold, 1 silver for these shitball maces.
You know what? I didn't have any bludgeoning weapons before.
And
Now you
now
do.
these have cool visual effects with
Cool visual effects that we're gonna describe every time, and it's gonna be beautiful.
I mean, I don't have to. I can
You're gonna.
I can stop describing stuff
can't.
if you would
It
like.
would just be nice if they actually did something.
They do bashing damage.
They do bashing damage
I mean,
and look cool while doing it.
Maybe something does happen.
I mean, it does a D8 bashing damage.
Like if you use them both at the same time, maybe it has some kind of.
I know. We'll see what happens. Maybe I
Hey.
can get Zeus to do something or like one of the gods to do something.
Yo,
to him.
Northside guy, you got any darts?
I'm sure Hephaestus isn't the
Darts?
one who can
Yeah,
do fun
darts.
things.
Yeah, I've got some darts.
Let me get 10
Throwing
darts.
darts?
Yeah.
All right. That'll be 30 silver.
Wow. It's a little steep for darts, but here you go.
You got 10 of them.
Yeah. That's great. Here you go.
3 silver apiece.
Nailed it.
And they look like highly polished steel, but down the center of it is the same blue, crackling looking energy.
I get it.
Yep.
Just want to replenish my dart supply.
Nice.
Boop, boop, boop.
Anybody else want to buy anything?
Get some darts, Jelly. It's fun.
Are there any arrows?
There are not any arrows. There
Not the
is
right
a
place
bow,
for that.
though.
Oh, a bow?
Yeah.
Is it a short bow or a long bow?
Does it have
It's a short bow.
blue stripes down it? Nailed it.
It's like a recurve short bow, and it has a black pull string, and then the recurve bow itself is nice polished stainless looking steel, and there are where your hand would go. There are finger grooves, and while you're holding it between your fingers, you can see blue energy crackling between your fingertips.
I just shot you a bunch.
But yeah, you'd be proficient with it. It's just a recurve short bow. Looks cool as fuck, and that's all it does is just look cool as fuck.
Yeah, might as well, right?
Yeah. How much for the short bow?
That will be 25 silver, please.
Okay.
Seems steep.
That's not too bad.
I'd like to buy it, please.
It's all yours.
Nailed it.
Thank you.
And the guy across the street says, "My bows are better."
I go to
And the guy on the north side says, "You're a liar." And the guy on the south says, "Of course I am. We're on Hades' side of town." And then the guy on the south side spits across the street at the guy on the north side.
Read that right.
And the guy on the north side puts his arms back across his chest.
I say to the guy, I bet you guys would be friends if you wanted to be.
I would love to be friends if he wasn't such a cocksucker. And the guy on the south side of town says, "Hey, I heard that."
Maybe,
And the guy on the north side of town says, "I don't care."
maybe he feels the same way. Maybe he wants to be friends, but he thinks you're a cocksucker.
And the guy on the south side yells, "He is a cocksucker."
Well,
I tried.
Like, they're just talking shit. They're not, like, going to physically come to blows or anything like that. It looks like they have a pretty comfortable relationship.
well, you gents have a wonderful day.
We absolutely will, they say in unison. Oh, is that time? Oh, shit. And that'll do us for this episode of Some Would Play. I'm really sad about that because Thyrium's a ton of fun. Have a great time, guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.
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 Look. Thank you for listening to Some Would Play, a production of the Outsanity Network. Join us again next week as the story continues. Find us online at www.somewouldplay.com and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at SomeWouldPlay. Deborah is at Sonyataki, Rico is at R1C0, Daphne is at Dafterthought, and I am Psychedelic M. If you enjoy the show, please tell your friends and share it with others. And remember, in real life, you needn't roll for initiative, so just seize it.